Yeah, blessed morning, people. Yeah, that is the works of the enemy. The work of the enemy is to keep people in discord. So they don't know what they are missing out. The amount of blessings, the amount of anointing, the amount of goodness, the amount of strengths, the amount of things could happen when we work together. The enemy know all that. So that is why he just keep people in discord, fighting against one another. This one here talking to that one, he here talking to she here talking to he, she here talking to she. You know, this kind of way. You know, neighbors are talking of a little things, you know, petty little issues that could be resolved. So we could see the big picture. You know, in everything it have a big picture. God knows that, the enemy know that. You understand? It have a big picture. That if we work together, things will be much better. You know, we will see the magic in everything. But people love to hang on to petty little issues, petty little stuff. You know, this one take my pencil and he scratch my car and he had paying the insurance, had to pay. You had to pay the insurance and all them. These little things, you could resolve these things as human beings, you know. Little things. That my land and my breadfruit tree, a breadfruit fall in he land and that mine and oh God, boy, years all you're talking, boy, for that, boy. Oh gosh, why is that, boy? That are bigger things to study if we work together. You understand? And forget these things. The enemy doesn't like when people are talking to one another. The enemy doesn't like when people live in violence and anger and, you know, they always ill-tempered and he loved these things so he could get his way across. There wouldn't be any blessing. There wouldn't be any anointings. There wouldn't be things that could benefit humanity when we live in hate and we live in wars and violence. And when we live this way, the enemy does rejoice because he getting his plan across. You know, so he could, you know, kind of like, what I should say, and if I'm using the right word, he could desensitize or keep down God's mission or God's plans for humanity. You know, when we live in jealousy and envy and anger and, you know, by a man not talking to a man, you know how much things, years you were talking to somebody, you know how much things we could do in that time when we not talking to one another. You understand? 2 arms, we are 2 legs, strength, able-bodied people not talking to able-bodied people. You see? That's because of the mind. When you control the mind, you control everything. You control spirit, you control the body, everything. When you control the mind, and that is what the enemy does do. Simple little thoughts. Simple little thoughts. You know, a person sees something and you just don't like that person for no reason. That is the enemy putting these things in your mind. You don't like that person for no reason, for no apparent reason. You don't like this person. So you're not talking to she, or you ain't talking to he. The enemy know that that person is a blessed person. You understand? And you blessed too. And if all you work together, the amount of magic all you could make. But that is the smart, intelligent way to keep down the works of God, to keep good things from happening. He will cause jealousy. He will cause envy. He will cause disunity. And in a big scale too, you know. Why you think the world the way it is today? Because of greed, because of self-centeredness, because of people not living together, people not fellowshipping together, not communicating. You understand? It's only greediness, selfishness, envy, jealousy. You think people can't feed the poor? It are millions of people it are people who have millions of dollars, boy. Billionaires. You think them can't feed the poor? You understand? But they rather leave it like that. Why? Why? All they have money for guns and nuclear weapons and all these things. Why all they have money to feed the poor? People suffering. You understand? So, and as Ephesians say, as I just always say, we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against spiritual wickedness, boy. You know, we wrestle not against the flesh and blood now, but it's just spiritual wickedness